We are bringing back the bonfire.
We are.
And it'll be in downtown Kingsland.
Listen, that bonfire I have heard about that since I moved here 9 years ago. Every homecoming, somebody that used to go to the bonfire, that was like their thing. They're like, well, it was better when we had the bonfire. It was better when we had the bonfire. So I was like, I don't know about this bonfire, but we're going to have to bring it back because we need to know. But it was, so, anybody that graduated from Camden County when they did that, that's one of the core memories they have are the homecoming bonfires. So I'm excited that this is going to be brought back and done. This is so cool. What's up, Camden County? You are catching episode 107 of the Getting in Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Alison Shores with the Camden County Chamber of Commerce. This Getting in Your Business podcast is made possible by our chairman circle of sponsors, Georgia's Own Credit Union, Lockheed, Comcast, Georgia Power Company, Sparklight, Plug Power, St. Mary's, DDA, TDS Telecom, and Ameris Bank. Thank you to all of our sponsors. All right, guys, I don't know if you have got the memo yet, but there are some things changing in downtown Kingsland, and I'm super excited about it. And so I decided we needed to bring the board chairman, Jolene Andersen, in here so we could talk all things downtown Kingsland. Thank you for being here and taking the time to do this. I really appreciate it.
And I'm glad to be here. And I'm always excited to talk about Kingsland.
I know. And there, like, so much down there is already changing, and I don't even know where to start with all of this, but I am so excited about the growth and the change, and these kinds of things don't happen overnight. And so this has been in the making for quite some time with you, and I want to know all about it. I know that this week we approved the boundaries being, extended, so that includes more. So kind of expand on that, because I don't know if people really know how this all works, all the stuff. And let's start with the growth and the change.
So downtown Kingsland for me has been a project for about 8 years.
Yes.
And people might not have seen what was going on because it was subtle things behind the scenes. They might have seen some trees. They might have seen different businesses, but there was a lot of work going on in the background. And when we talk about expanding boundaries, that's a big deal, because when you are within a boundary of a downtown development authority in Georgia, there are things available to the businesses within those boundaries, as in low interest loans and other programs through the state. So for years, I've looked at expanding, but until we had a control of what we had, I didn't see a reason to go outside that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then we got Camden Adventures and Polaris, and I felt like they were not connected to downtown, even though they were pretty close. And in talking to some of the business people within the new boundaries, I found that we have resources available that could help them expand businesses, update the properties that they have.
Yeah.
And we went forward with it, and it did pass council Monday.
Which I think is so important in a historic downtown district, because as we found out, we have all the paperwork and everything. We're actually, a historic downtown, and that's so cool. So having these things available, like little grants and little, the funds there, that helps these businesses so very much with little, signage or things they need to do around their business. And I just think that that's amazing.
And in the past 3 months, we have awarded more façade grants than we have the entire time I've been on the DDA.
And how cool is that? And what were some of these for?
It was storefronts. It was replacing an awning that was destroyed in a storm. It was to rebuild the front porch of a business. We have awarded 6, and we have 2 pending, just the finishing of the work.
That is awesome. That is so great.
We're glad to give the money away.
Yeah, and so what all is available? Because I know there's lots of big words that I don't know exactly what they do, like the revolving loan fund and things like that. I don't know. You want to expand on some of that? Maybe, I don't know, any other funding sources or things that we can award to businesses?
Sure. So I have been given permission by the owner to announce something coming in 2027.
Stop it. I'm getting excited already.
And this does involve a downtown development revolving loan fund. We call it the White Building. It is 105
Yes.
North Lee Street, and it has a lot of history. It was the original hospital.
That is the coolest thing to me. I forget who was telling me about that, and I was like, "What? The first hospital right here?" And then I actually saw it in a picture, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" Like it's hard to think back then that like that was it.
That was it.
That was it. You know.
And then it became the place you got your blood test for your marriage license.
Oh yeah.
And people came from other states to get married here. So the building itself was completely gutted, and it was very close to being demolished.
And I think a lot of us were like, "Oh no, wait, what's happening with this? Wait, it's being gutted. Is this coming down?" And I think a lot of us were pretty sad about that. Like,
well, I was afraid that it was going to come down in a bad storm. But I went to the city and I asked them to give us a chance. And we actually went to the courthouse to try to buy it. And the bank pulled it off the auction block. And it was sold privately. And I went to the owner and said, "Look, please meet with me. We'll show you what we can do and what we have available." And he did. And he moved forward after that meeting and had the building stabilized, put the roof back on it, all of the things that were required. And then the next step was to do what I told him I would do, which was to find a partner to develop it.
Yeah.
And the person just walked into my yard at my house.
I love this story so much.
It was somebody that moved in to rent the house next door while they were building their house. And I just casually asked, "So what does your wife want to do now that she's here?" And he said, "Well, she wants to open a restaurant." And I said, "Well, I know the right place."
Yeah.
And they rode by and she fell in love with it.
Man.
And so now we're about a year later and she came and she said, "I want to do it." So,
which just blows my mind. I just feel like, the pieces are coming together. It's just amazing. So what is she planning on doing? Can we talk about that?
We can talk about
it.
All right. So the Camden Exchange is what she's opening.
Okay.
Not only will it be a unique restaurant, she'll have an artisan gift shop type boutique next door.
Oh, my goodness.
But the most exciting part for me is it will be the first residential over commercial space in downtown Kingsland.
How cool.
And all of the trainings we go to talk about how you have to have that mixture of people living in your downtown.
Yep.
So this will be the first of what we hope will be many. And we are moving through the process of those loans that are available. And when I say these loans, it's not just a traditional bank loan. It is a loan that could carry an interest rate as low as 2%.
Oh, wow.
And
we hadn't heard that kind of number in quite some time.
but these are loans that can be stacked. There are different agencies that offer them, and they're $250,000 each. But you can stack them on top of each other, and all the agencies know that is what's happening. Everyone's transparent. So when you're finished, you have $1 million project.
Wow.
But the money's coming from 3 different sources and the money from the person doing the project.
I love that you said that this is completely, transparent. Everybody knows what's going on. It's not some sneaky backdoor deal. This is,
this is the real thing. And we have sailed through every step so far. We are on some of the final steps, and she cannot wait to get construction going. And
I can't wait for her to get construction going.
And we should be eating at the Camden Exchange, hopefully in a year.
Yay! That's super exciting. I feel like that building is such a staple here, and having it, going to be revitalized and turned into something that we can all enjoy is going to be amazing. All right. So let's talk about some of the other things that I've been seeing in downtown Kingsland. What else will be coming and changing?
So we are changing some of the events that are going on. And some things that have been done before are being elevated, growing. The first will be the Camden County High School Homecoming Parade.
I can't wait.
We will be hosting that in downtown Kingsland on September 24th.
It's going to be so fun.
And all of the school groups, sports teams, clubs can participate. We are bringing back the bonfire,
We are.
and it'll be in downtown Kingsland.
Listen, that bonfire I have heard about that since I moved here 9 years ago. Every homecoming, somebody that used to go to the bonfire, that was like their thing. They're like, well, it was better when we had the bonfire. It was better when we had the bonfire. So I was like, I don't know about this bonfire, but we're going to have to bring it back because we need to know. But it was, so, anybody that graduated from Camden County when they did that, that's one of the core memories they have are the homecoming bonfires. So I'm excited that this is going to be brought back and done. This is so cool.
And we're painting the windows, and there are plans for other decorative kind of things, and there'll be some ceremony, but everyone will be in downtown Kingsland on that Thursday night.
Yes, I hope everybody hears that. Make sure that you have marked your calendars for September 24th because we will be in downtown Kingsland. I hope everybody will come out. They seem to be having a great time. The kids out there, the football, band, and cheerleading, all working hard right now. And so I'm hoping we can all bring that together. That's going to be fun. Okay, so what else?
Okay, so next we move on to the Catfish Festival. And that has been going on for a very long time. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly
It's
how
like
many
40,
years.
yeah. But I do want to say this. A lot of people are like, oh, it was, we should do it Labor Day weekend. It used to be. And then hurricanes seem to just know when Catfish was, and it's like that's when we're gonna do it. So I feel like that's the reason that it moved to the November date. It was just out of trying to miss the hurricanes, and the season itself is hard with rain and everything else. But okay, so that'll be happening in November 20th.
And 21st, we're doing the Friday night again and doing a street party with a DJ. And then Saturday, we open it up on the stage with some bands. We are doing something a little different this year. We are bringing in the Ultimate King of Pop experience.
Stop it.
With a Michael Jackson show.
I'm already ready.
And we'll be doing some moonwalk contests and some dressing up contests. There's a lot of new things, but the star will be the Catfish. And the Kingsland Lions Club is preparing the Catfish again this year. Everybody,
there will be Catfish, and you will know exactly where to go to get your Catfish. You cannot miss out what the Lions Club does because their Catfish is so good, and they're out there cooking it all day. Like it's good food.
It is, and they don't run out.
Yes, they do not run out. They are prepared, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to sell some tickets beforehand.
We'll have it on the Catfish Festival page, and you'll be able to buy the ticket directly from there.
I love this so much. All right, so yeah, lots of stuff, man. This Catfish Festival is going to be Michael Jackson. What are we doing? I'm already ready. Okay. We also have, something that we don't necessarily put on like in downtown Kingsland, but the Veterans Day Parade.
Yes.
Last year, I know you were helping Patsy out with that, and girl, you had quite the number out there. I pulled up and I'm like, wait, is that Herc Reynolds with a tractor or something? Like, what's happening? Like, it was such a good parade.
Well, we felt like we needed to help encourage participation.
Yeah.
And they were lined up down 17 to be in the parade.
Like, legit.
They said it was the largest one they had ever had.
I had not seen one that big in a very long time.
And for people who may not know, we have a veterans park downtown Kingsland.
We do.
And we have just made some improvements to the park. That is another Downtown Development Authority project.
Yeah.
We have installed a reflection pool and a statue in the middle. They are getting the electricity and water hooked up and filling it. So we will do a dedication soon for that. They have also replaced some of the statues. So if you haven't ever visited,
you need to.
It's a beautiful place.
Yes.
And that's where the Veterans Parade ends, and they have the ceremony on Veterans Day. So it's a very special place.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind too. I know a lot of people ask like, hey, is there anything going on for Veterans Day? Absolutely, downtown Kingsland in their Veterans Park. Because it's set up just for that. And the cool thing about Veterans Park is, obviously, I'm not a veteran, but I ride by that park all the time, and I see people out there enjoying it. And I think it's great. I think it was just y'all have done a good job with just having that there and letting people know and keeping it up, because that's the hard part, once you've created this park, keeping it up and being able to add to it and, change as times change. So I think it's just a really good job. I know we have somebody, also taking care of it that cares about it and wants to look
we
at,
do, and Bill and Ron, Public Works.
Yes.
That is a special place to both of them because they are both veterans. So there are a lot of people that are working on this.
And I just love it so much. And then something's changing this year with Christmas.
So my husband and I went to Columbus, Georgia last year, right before Christmas. And we walked out of our hotel on a Saturday. And I asked why all these people were there. And they said, oh, it's our Christmas parade. So I'm thinking, oh, we'll watch it for a little while. 3 hours later.
3 hours?
The parade was still going on. And my husband looked at me and said, we're doing a parade next year in Kingsland, aren't we? And I said, I think we are.
Yeah. I think that is happening. Yes.
So Kingsland has always done a great Christmas event, bringing in snow, doing hot chocolate and cookies and brownies and having dance performances.
Yeah.
All of that is still going to happen.
Okay.
We're having a parade.
So typically this was happening, like at night and Thursday
night. Yes.
And so this is going to be during the day.
It'll be Saturday, December 12th from 10 to 3.
Yes.
We will kick it off with the parade. Santa will be there the entire time. And we're also adding a holiday market.
I love this.
And we are going to start accepting applications for vendors. Anyone who wants to sell anything holiday gift-wise, please reach out to us because we can reserve you a spot.
But it's going to be a whole family event. Like the things, I always have so much fun at the different Christmas things. I love Christmas. So this town has so much, like, little different things you can do no matter what you're into. But this kind of encompasses it all. And I am so, you know what I'm saying? I just think you got the parade and then, having all the businesses down there doing little different things. I know Jaden at Bloom Bar was super excited about, she's going to figure out something with flowers or ornaments, for kids to do ornaments or go buy their parents gifts, just little things like that. But the snow down there, still going to happen.
All of it's going to happen. It will just be on Saturday.
And we'll have the fire department and the police. They always do such a good job with the kids and the cookies and pizza and all the stuff they're giving out.
Yes.
So this is going to be exciting. So December 12th.
Correct.
All right. Well, we got to put it on your calendar.
I want to see all these businesses now. So you need to start playing in that float.
Yes. That's what I've been telling everybody. You know how many people, like when we talk about the Christmas thing, they get excited. Like we've already got people committed to like, yes, I'm doing that parade.
Who doesn't love Christmas?
I know.
And no one here does a parade.
I know. So we have to. I just think it's going to be so cool. I can't wait.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So, all right. Man, we have covered a whole lot. Now, something that I did want, does that wrap it up for events? Did I miss anything?
Nothing.
Okay.
Covered.
I wanted to go back to, I've seen a lot of these storefronts change a little bit.
Yes.
So do we have more people, moving out or buying buildings and bringing people in? What is happening down there?
We do. We have been very lucky to have a new investor
I love this so much.
that loves the downtown like we do.
He does.
And he has come in and purchased some of the storefronts that had been tired for a while.
Yeah.
And he immediately started working with us.
Yeah, and I feel like people don't know, like there were businesses in there that weren't really open to the public that were just kind of operating inside. And they were doing great things, but, that doesn't exactly create a lot of walking people down there and coming and going and stuff. And that's what I want. So, selfishly, like I'm like, ooh, what can I get in there? But I'm so glad that he retired and decided, and now we get to do something with that space.
Yes.
So I think that's really cool. And so somebody came and bought it.
Yes. And he is working with us, asking what we want to see.
He is.
And we're helping with some facade grants. And he's bringing us his ideas and asking our opinion. So there are a few spaces left. Some of them have been leased, but there are some premium spaces.
I was there several times yesterday, but in the morning yesterday, and I saw where one of our chamber members, and she's been on this podcast, Three Coastal Babies. She's got all her stuff in one of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, Pam. So that's amazing. She'll be in downtown Kingsland with her first storefront, and I'm so excited for that. Are there any more things that you can tell us that are coming, or we just need to just wait and see?
You're going to be able to eat there.
Okay.
You might be able to get your hair cut there.
Okay, I love this too.
But as far as naming names, I can't do.
Okay, we'll allow it. Well, I'm excited. I want people to know where, I know that there's just, when things change, it's harder to find, where you're supposed to go, who you're supposed to talk to. So I wanted you to be able to tell people if they want to, maybe they are interested in opening up a business in downtown Kingsland, or maybe they're interested in some of the other points we talked about, or want to know more about catfish or whatever. What is the best way to get a hold of you?
The best way is to actually email.
Perfect.
The info at downtownkingsland.com.
Info at downtownkingsland.com. Mm-hmm.
So whomever is handling whatever you want to ask about will respond to that.
Yes, I think that is that's amazing. Was there anything, I feel like I've kind of breezed through this. Was there anything that you wanted to talk about that I didn't bring up?
Well, there is something else in Kingsland. It's called the Lawn.
Yeah.
And the Lawn.
How did I forget the Lawn?
The Lawn is the event grounds.
Yes.
It is a work in progress. There have been some events out there. It's where the carnival is held. That's where the rodeo is held each year. We've had car shows out there. But the next phase is in the works that we'll have an arena.
Ooh.
It's another work in progress. You have to do it in stages. But it will become a regional event grounds. Think of the fairgrounds.
Exciting. Yeah.
And we will be able to host a lot of events there, concerts, and I'm envisioning 4-H shows and livestock shows and those kind of things that bring people from all the surrounding areas.
That's exciting. Man, I don't know how I just forgot about the Lawn. I'm beating myself up right now. Like, man, that's an exciting part. Yeah.
It just proves there's a lot.
There is a lot. And you've got a lot of people pushing in the same direction and just, trying to make downtown Kingsland an experience people won't forget and they want to keep coming back to. So,
and I'll tell you, using Mardi Gras as an example, everybody probably knows that I put on Mardi Gras through K-Bay. And it has been a partnership with us in the city of Kingsland and the Downtown Development Authority to help that grow every year. And we normally do it in February. It's a huge undertaking.
It is.
And without the support of the community, 100%. We couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But doing it in Kingsland is just easy.
Yeah, and it's, you make it look, I feel like, easy. I look at everything you're doing and I'm like, how is she like smiling and laughing right now? Like just happy and, not stressed at all. But I know so much work goes into it behind the scenes. But like you said, Kingsland makes it easy, especially with their public works and stuff. So
we just have a great relationship with them, and
absolutely.
I appreciate all of them so much.
Yeah, and this part of it, the DDA part of it, is not something that that's not your day job. So like,
no, I have a real job. I do that at night.
Yeah. So it takes people caring about their community to step up and put the time and effort into this, because it does take time and you have to care, and it can't just be something you're like, oh yeah, I'll help out and do that. Like, so thank you for the time that you've put into this. Not even just like now, but the past 8 years. I remember when you were so excited about the trees that y'all planted.
Yes.
And like that it was the first like big thing. You were like, and look at these trees. It looks so much better. And, but thinking about then and then fast forward to now, so much more, but you've kept at it and you haven't given up. And I just thank you for that, because we don't, not everybody is like that and will take something as big as this on.
And we have a good source of help from the city council.
100%.
And our board. The board, we all work very well together. And we all have the same goal.
Yeah, and I think that's what's important. Everybody's communicating. That's what, one thing that I've seen through here is, questions get answered. Y'all, like everybody's talking to each other and, figuring it out. So I think that that's really cool. Well, Jolene, thank you so much for joining me today and kind of shedding some light on what's happening in downtown Kingsland.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes.
And I hope that this educates the public about how these things happen and let them know that they can be involved.
Yes. We're always looking for volunteers. So if there's something that you are, that piques your interest or something that you're passionate about, please bring it to the table. And let's see how we can use it. Well, thank you, Jolene. Thank you. I appreciate it. And we will be keeping an eye on Downtown Kingsland.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. You have caught episode 107 of the Get In Your Business podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you check out Downtown Kingsland.